I'm Josh Ewing. I live in Bluff, Utah. We're not very far from Monument Valley, kind of in the middle of the Southwest, basically. If you really want to have an adventure that's not going to be sexy, and it's going to be dirty, and it's going to be rowdy, there's a place out here for you. I had a moment when I first started visiting this place up on Cedar Mesa, walking out to a dwelling that's in a remarkable setting. I connected because you had to climb to get there, and the climber in me was like, this place is kind of me, like a connection on some sort of weird deep level. That little connection started something inside me, and I kept coming back and wanting to see this place more. In the beginning, it had nothing to do with wanting to protect it. It just had wanting to see it. It turned a corner for me in my life where I was so focused on climbing as a sport. And now all of a sudden it had nothing to do with number grades, but it was just as a way of getting me to see a place that maybe a lot of other people have never seen. I was living in Salt Lake City, working in advertising and political communications. Got pretty tired of the long hours and stress of corporate work, the 12-hour driving in a weekend to come to the place I wanted to be. My colleagues thought I was crazy when I walked away from a six-figure salary. And some of my family thought I was crazy when I moved my city girl wife down to a teeny little town in southeast Utah. Didn't know any of the details about a lot of the threats to the area. It was mostly just about, dang, I got a project at the creek, or I've got a new route that I'm putting up, somewhere in the swell. I think a lot of climbers are like that, So it really wasn't until after moving here where I saw more specifically the threats and what was happening and what degradation was occurring. In this last year, there were multiple oil and gas leases proposed within the area we would like to see protected permanently. We also have significant threats from humans who have an impact on the archaeology, either because we don't know how to visit an area respectfully, or in cases are malicious and doing things that intentionally vandalize ancient sacred places. We have sandals, we have a mug, and we've got Jack. It wasn't until people approached me and said, hey, you have a skill set that might be helpful. We'd really like you to run this thing called Friends of Cedar Mesa and see what you can do to help protect the place. And just got ready to a point where if I was going to be working my ass off, I want to be working my ass off for something I really care about. I thought, this is my opportunity to make a difference. This is a place where I have heart in what I want to do. So Friends of Cedar Mesa defined an area we thought was super critical to protect surrounding the Cedar Mesa area. But really it's grown with support of Native American groups and many conservation groups that now it feels like there is a real solid support for protecting a large landscape called the Bears Ears. I think a lot of us, we sometimes have a hard time even thinking that our actions can make a difference, that we can even chip away at making something happen. But when you see that moment where your skills or your energy can make a difference, you just gotta jump at it. You just gotta make it happen. The Bears Ears area has 1.9 million acres of wild desert landscape. It has more than 100,000 archaeological sites, incredible wilderness areas, and of course Indian Creek. This place is needed to be protected for 100 years. As climbers, we're defined by the lines that we seek out. And as people, we're defined by what we care about and what we do about it. My passion for climbing really is what helps me drive protecting this place.
Sweet. Nice work, man.
Just loving a place isn't enough. You gotta have a willingness to protect it.